South Africa, many of you have been asking me why Witness D did not want to go into protection. And we have gotten an answer because experts are saying what many of us have already feared, that criminal cartels can get you anywhere, even if you think you are protected. Remember, there was a quote from the Madlanga Commission that said that if the cartel is as big as we think that they have more power than government. Let that sink in. Tonight, we break down the new chilling details around the killing of Marius Vlam de Merwe and why this case could shake our justice system to the core. Now, police have confirmed that 3 persons of interest have been identified, and one has already been taken for questioning after the assassination of Witness D, otherwise known as Marius van der Merwe. National Police Commissioner General Fannie Masemola addressed the media earlier, saying investigators are confident that they are approaching a breakthrough. To quote, he said that investigations are on the right track. We will soon register a breakthrough. I hope he doesn't mean soon as in immediately in the way that Sensor Nkunu does. But anyway.
On the Marius van der Merwe matter, lastly, on this case, 3 persons of interest have been identified and one has been taken in for questioning as police investigations continue. We are confident that soon we will register a breakthrough as the police remain on high alert for those behind the killing of Mr. van der Merwe. It is safe to say investigations are on the right track. The National Joints, together with the Madlanga Commission Security, has met over the last 2-3 days to develop a plan to heighten and enhance security around officials and witnesses linked to the commission.
Masemola also announced that security had been tightened across the entire Madlanga Commission for every witness and every official, and they need it because what this case reveals is just simply terrifying. Marius Vlam van der Merwe, father, husband, and former EMPD officer, was executed in front of his wife and children outside their Brakpan home. And just 3 weeks earlier, he testified at the Madlanga Commission. He accused EMPD Deputy Chief Julius Mkhonasi, he is now a commissioner, of ordering him to help cover up a murder, the medieval persuasion techniques that resulted in the death of a suspect in 2022. Van der Merwe said on record that if he didn't comply, he believed that he would be next. And 3 weeks after testifying, he was dead. Now, CCTV from the night of the hit has now surfaced, and it reportedly shows Van der Merwe talking to the very men believed to be his assassins minutes before they opened fire. Remember, we have reports that he reached for his gun as though he was about to return fire, and witnesses say that the gun was cocked. Investigators say that it was cocked when they retrieved it from the scene of the crime. The footage could become the cornerstone of the investigation. This was the same way in which investigators tracked down Babita's hitman, and this just shows you the importance of CCTV. Now, security experts say Van der Merwe's death proves one thing. Witness protection in South Africa is not strong enough against cartel power. So, according to an article that I read from IOL News, I've linked it below, Dr. Chris de Kok says most law enforcement agencies have already been captured. Let's think about this. The police has been captured. If what South Africa's Bay General Mkhonasi said on the 6th of July is true, which I do believe him, and if cartels have money and influence over police and prosecutors, they can do anything. He warns that Witness D's murder will not be the last and that the Institute for Security Studies Vlam ace degrees. Cartels wield a lot of influence. They can get you wherever you are. Even safe houses are compromised. He explains that some prosecutors themselves are in cartel pockets, and even when protection works, witnesses often expose themselves by calling family. Remember, this is a very isolating process. You can go with maybe your partner and your children, but you are cut off essentially from the rest of your extended family for as long as you are in protection. It is very lonely, I am told, and it is not something that a lot of people want to do. Now, the Minister of Justice has come forward and said that Van der Merwe refused witness protection, but a source close to the family says that is not true. They insist that he would have accepted protection, especially after a previous attempt on his life. His wife reportedly said she had no idea why the minister claimed he refused protection. And this is not the first time when the police or people in government try to hijack the narrative. We've seen that with the Henop 3. The families are very upset because the report was given to the media before it was given to them, before they were briefed. And this often happens when someone is trying to control a certain narrative. Now, Van der Merwe was not the only target. Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, head of crime intelligence and another key witness, suddenly fell ill while on the 1st of October while testifying, and police have ultimately denied poisoning, but the timing did raise concerns because we know that his testimony implicated high-profile businessmen, criminal kingpins, senior police officials, and political figures. And he alleged deep cartel infiltration inside the police ministry itself. He even presented CCTV footage showing an officer collecting cash from a murder-accused businessman's mansion. We know that it was that F.E. Nkosi who was going between Shadrack Sabia's house and Katie Malefe's house with that pocket of cash. Now, we have to talk about a few things here because Nathi Mthethwa has also been appearing more recently. We know that he fell from the 27th floor of the Hyatt in Paris. And what we don't know is the outcome of that investigation. We, as South Africans, think it is suspicious. I do think it is suspicious myself because remember, his phone was last pinged in a sort of botanical gardens in Paris. He was supposed to sort of attend an event with his wife, but he instead went to the botanical gardens. That makes me think that he was meeting someone there. And what happened at that meeting that prompted him to go to the Hyatt, willingly or unwillingly? And that is also something that we are going to dive deeper into on this channel. Now, if I have made any mistakes, please correct me in the comments below. I try my best to present you with all the factual information. And Van der Merwe's murder has exposed a murder cover-up. Khumalo exposed cartel infiltration, and both men faced intimidation. One is dead, one mysteriously fell ill. There was a reason why General Mkhonasi was bringing his own water to the commission. And South Africa is now asking, who is protecting the truth tellers and who is protecting the killers? Now, South Africa is standing on the edge of something massive. This is the biggest threat to our democracy since its inception in 1994. And if police are right and a breakthrough is coming, this could unravel one of the biggest criminal networks in our law enforcement structures. And if sources are to be believed, this criminal network does not just operate nationally, but has international ties. I'll keep you updated as the story develops. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications immediately because this case is far from over.